ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு ரீச் ஆயிடுச்சு வந்துட்டு பஸ் இல்லையா அப்படி வந்து
வரட்டும் சார். ஆடியன்ஸ் யாராவது இருக்கணும். அசல் ஆன்லைன் வந்து அன்மியூட் பண்ணி ஆன்சர் பண்ண
பண்ணவே மாட்டாங்க.
நானும் ரீச் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். சரி நான் ஒரு தடவை
ட்ரை
பேசுறேன்.
பண்றீங்களா?
சரி ட்ரை
ட்ரை
பண்ணேன்.
பண்ணிட்டு சொல்லுங்க.
அப்படி இல்லைன்னா வேற ஏதாவது ஆல்டர்னேட் நான் சஜஸ்ட் பண்றேன்.
ஏன்னா சைடில் எதுவும் ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டா இது முடிச்சுட்டு
யா கண்டிப்பா கண்டிப்பா கண்டிப்பா.
நல்லது.
Hi guys, good morning. Can we start? Okay, yes, I need a bit of response from people who are attending online because that's extremely important. I cannot have a single-sided conversation. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes. So let's start with equations. This is the second chapter in your study material. Okay, so with respect to equations, you have the following type of equations in your syllabus, which is a simple equation, there's a simultaneous equation, linear equations with 3 variables. This is 2 variables, this is 3 variables, and a quadratic equation. Are you guys familiar with these terms? Like I told you, it cannot be a one-sided conversation. I really want you guys to unmute and talk. Ritika, Shalini and Mohammed. Let me repeat my question. Are you familiar with these terms? Equations.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So, equation is something that will have a bit of a variable. So, let's take out an example. No issues. ஒரு பொண்ணு கத்திஜா மட்டும் பதில் சொல்றேன். ரித்திகா நீ கிளாஸ்க்கே நேரா வந்தா பட் ஆன்லைன்ல பதில் சொல்லல. Sorry?
I'm Rita.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, got it. Okay. Done. சரி சரி. Settle down. Yeah. Okay. Shall we continue? So, equation. What do you mean by equation? What do you think is an equation? Anything that has a equal to sign, a constant, and or a variable. Okay. So, it can be simply, this is also an equation. This is also an equation. This is also an equation. So all of these are equation. Something that has an equal to sign between them is called as an equation. So this constitutes a quadratic equation which has the square of a variable. This is a linear equation. This is a linear equation with two variables. There can also be an example of three variables. Okay. Equations, I mean this, sorry?
You're writing the equations, no?
Yeah, I'm writing the equations. Are you not able to see? உங்களை கூப்பிடுறேன். Just a minute da. On there. Do you know how to do this? I'll call. No, answering. Nanda is also Nanda. You have Nanda's number? Nanda copy. That's what. There's an iPad option, there's a scene option, I don't know what else. Both of them didn't answer. Call. Sorry guys, just give me a couple of minutes. Okay, quickly before we begin, have you guys gone through the additional questions in ratios, proportion and indices? I got questions from you. And I didn't get any questions which are doubtful by you guys. So you're able to solve all the questions, no doubts?
No, not down, ma'am.
You should let me know the doubts that you have, then only I can, help you work through it. So I got some questions from Lakshmi here. So I will be solving them in between, the regular chapters. So from today, we'll continue with the regular chapters. Will not, because when we keep concentrating on only ratios, proportion, we'll get stuck there. So we'll keep continuing. So today's agenda will largely be solving sum of equations problem. And then I'll go back to, some questions of whatever doubts that Lakshmi has posted me. So if that is going to answer your doubts as well, mark it. And if you have any additional questions also, I'm sure you guys have my number, you can respond to me. Meanwhile, let me know if you're able to see the screen that I'm writing in.
Okay, ma'am.
Mostly additional question. We are solving this to have a grip of the concepts. If you have the grip of the concept, then working on the additional questions will be easy. I'm consciously not solving the additional questions because I need you to solve it. It's very easy for me to handhold. But then if I handhold, then you will not learn. Yeah, they take a lot of time. See, chapters like ratios will take a lot of time. Okay, when we come to equations, no, these will take a little lesser time because in this you can literally implement the options method. Okay, it's just if they are asking you for the x and y value, you can substitute the options in the equations given and find out. Okay, or mostly they'll not give you an equation also. They'll give you a practical problem. Say the father's age is so and so. Screen தெரியலன்னு சொல்றாங்க. என்ன செலக்ட் பண்ணீங்க? ஸ்கிரீன் அண்ட்
அங்க ஸ்கிரீன் டிஸ்கனெக்ட் ஆச்சுல வந்து.
ஆமாமா.
சோ அதனால அங்க ஸ்கிரீன்ல செலக்ட் ஆயிருக்கிறது போயிருக்கு.
ஓகே.
அந்த ஸ்கிரீன்ல ஜஸ்ட் பிரஸ் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த இதுல செலக்ஷன் வரும். அதுல பென்க்யூ செலக்ட் பண்ணு.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Next time I'll not need. Yes, now visible? So going back to the discussion that we were having, so mostly questions that you might get probably will be not solving equations x plus y is equal to 6, that they'll not ask for a CA foundation level. You guys are in a professional course and this is a foundation of the course. So what kind of questions probably you'll have is that father son So those kind of questions is probably something that you will get. Okay, so let's look into one by one. Okay, so coming back to equations, so something that has an equal to sign, that might have a constant, variable, or both. Okay, so this is an equation. So example of an equation is x is equal to 4 is also an equation. 3x plus y is equal to 12. This is the equation with two variables. X plus y plus z is equal to 12. This is a variable. This is an equation. This is also an equation. This is a quadratic equation. This is an equation with three variables, linear equation with three variables, linear equation with two variables. This is also a linear equation. So, this is the limit to which your syllabus is. But this is not equations and all. There are a lot more equations, but this is the equations that you have. Okay. So with this background, let's quickly jump into the questions that we have. Okay. First question is minus 7x plus 1 is equal to. Okay, here basics of mathematics, whenever there is an equal to sign, you are allowed to move the variables and constants to this side of the equation and from this side of the equation to that side. So this side is called as the LHS, left hand side. This side of the equation is called as the RHS, right hand side. So from the RHS to the left hand side you can move. From the left hand side LHS to RHS you are allowed to move. But while you are moving, the signs will vary. So here if you have minus 7x plus 1 is equal to 5 minus 3x. If I am moving this minus 7x to RHS, then my sign will vary. So from the negative sign it will become a positive sign. So this will be rewritten as 7x minus 3x. Here again, when I move the RHS, the idea is to bring all the variables on one side, all the constants on one side. Okay, so I'm going very deep into this because I got an answer saying you don't know what an equation is. So if I'm going extremely if I'm lowering the standard too low, then let me know, I will raise it above. So here when I do when I take the 5 on the LHS, this will be rewritten as minus 5 plus 1, which is minus 4 is equal to 4x, x is equal to, so in this case when I bring, so far we had done a plus and minus operation. Here what do we have is minus 4x is equal to, minus 4 is equal to 4x. Whenever you have 4 into a variable, this can be brought to the LHS or RHS, wherever. This can also be rewritten as this. Okay, whenever I have something like this, then when I have to find out x, I'll just have to divide this by the constant that I have, which will give me minus 1. So got it? Got the plus minus division operations here. Screen is not visible. Is that the case for all of you? Are you not able to see the screen? I hear from Ritika that she is not able to see the screen.
No, no, I can see the screen.
Then Ritika, I think there's a connection error from your side. I will ask you to disconnect and connect back. Good morning. We started with the equations. You know what an equation is? பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தீங்களா? Then. So coming back here, so whenever there is a plus or a minus operation moving from LHS to RHS or other way around, the signs will get reversed. Plus will become minus, minus will become plus. Okay. So this is with respect to plus and minus. With respect to division, so I have this is equal to 5. That means I'll have to multiply, cross multiplication, just like how we learnt in our ratio proportion chapter. Okay. So otherwise, for example, if I have 4x is equal to 20, then x is equal to 20 by 4, which is 5. Okay. So this is the, so whenever you're taking from the LHS, moving from the LHS to the RHS, if it is multiplication, it becomes a division. If it's a division, it will become a multiplication, cross multiplication method. If it's a positive sign, it will become a negative sign. If it's a negative sign, it will become a positive sign. So these are extremely basic things. These are some, I'm stressing on this so much because in an exam environment, when you're doing problems in a speed, these are places where you will miss out. It's very easy to write a minus 7x from the LHS to RHS as minus 7x. But your answer will go for a toss. Okay, so be very conscious of the sign. So in the second problem, if you see, they have addressed as a root of equation. What is the root of equation? What do you mean by root of equation? The x value. Okay, that's just the x value. I can say the x value or the mathematical term to it is root of equation. For example, I mean, we will see this on a later stage, but whenever there is a quadratic equation is x squared. X squared plus x is equal to 4 minus 20, or simply x squared. There need to be an square equation. That's called a quadratic equation. Okay. I can simply have this is also a quadratic equation. This is also a quadratic equation. Difference is here the common factor is everywhere you will have an x squared. You need not have an x. You need not have a constant. That's not mandatory for a quadratic equation. Okay. So, but whenever you have an x squared, that means it's a quadratic equation. So, whenever we have a quadratic equation, there will be two values of x. Okay. For example, what I have here is x plus 4 divided by 4 plus x minus 5 divided by 3 is equal to 1. In this scenario, is equal to 11, sorry. In this scenario, x will be true only for one number. There will be strictly one number and x will be true only for that number. But I mean, this equation will be true only for one value of x. Okay. But whenever it comes to a quadratic equation, this particular equation, any particular quadratic equation will be true for two values of x. There could be two possibilities. Got it? So far clear? Any doubts so far? Ritika, are you able to see the screen now? I understand it's going to, yeah. I understand if it's noisy on your end and you don't want to unmute, but at least I expect you to respond in the chat. Okay, so coming back to this problem. So here is where all your 5th standard, 4th standard math is going to come into place. What's an LCM? Huh? Yeah, please. So here can I add these two terms? These are the first term of an equation. This is one term. This is another term. Okay. Can I add these two terms? Are these eligible to be added? right now? Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Any one answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Are these eligible to be added right now? As is bad as? If yes, how?
Yes, ma'am. The Caf Maths number 10.
You are not quite audible. I mean, there's so much suffocation in your end. But okay, let me continue. So these are not, we cannot add these two terms as well as now because their denominator are different. Okay, they are not equal. So you have to take an LCM there. What's an LCM? LCM. Least common multiplier. Okay. So here since 3 and 4 are mutually exclusive numbers, there's no common digits. Okay, there's no least common. The least common itself is 12, the multiplication of both. Okay, so you'll have to multiply 3 to the first term and 4 to the second term. Okay, so this will become 3x plus 12 plus 4x minus 20 divided by 12 is equal to 11. So now if I want to take the division of 12 to the RHS, I'll have to multiply. Okay. So adding these two variables, 7x minus, adding these two will give minus 8. Minus 20 plus 8 will give me minus 8 is equal to, what is this? 11 into 12. 11 into 12. 7x is equal to 1. Yeah, correct, 132. So 132, when I am taking minus 8 to the RHS, it will become plus 8, which is equal to 140. X is equal to 20. Got it? Fair enough? Yeah. Are you able to grasp the basic? This is literally the basic. What we have discussed is the basics of an equation. Can you guys try to solve 3 onwards?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please. For those who don't have study material, I projected the questions. Weren't none of you curious why we are reading as a, accountant? Why are we reading equations? What kind of problems? Are you able to, I mean, you're halfway through in your accounts classes? Chapter wise, how much have we? Third. Okay, how many chapters do you have? Okay, all right. So you're 1/4 there. Okay, but I'm sure all of you would have read accounts in your 11th and 12th and everything. You have a bit of a background. So why is equations? See, primary question is to be an accountant, you should have a lot of curiosity. Okay, lot of curiosity, and the question why for everything, anything I throw to you, there should be a why question that either you should be able to answer or you should seek an answer. Okay, anything I say, you should ask a why question. If you're able to answer, good. There should be a logical reasoning to that why, okay? Or you should seek answer to it. Why are we reading equations? How relevant it is to a chartered accountancy course? Why is it part of your foundation? What? Give me a very, very practical scenario. What kind of question? That's not partnership, by the way. That's a proper account. Yeah. So there are few places, very important place, very, very, very important places. Costing. This you will come across in your inter. Okay, wherein there is any product. Take this pen. There is a value to it. There is a selling price to it. Correct. So that means there is a cost to it. Plus, no one does business non-profit. Okay, there's a profit element to this. Okay, so what goes into the cost? There's this pen that I have, which is sold at 1,200. Okay, say the profit is 200. So the cost of the pen, cost of making the pen is 1,000, right? So what goes into the cost? What are the elements of cost? It's just a manufacturing cost. Transportation is included. There's something called as an overhead. There's something called as a labor cost that is there. Okay, there's something called as a marketing cost. So all these form part of this 1,000. Okay, in fact, there is a depreciation to your machinery. The pen takes, it is not handmade. A machine does that. Correct. There is rent. All these are overhead costs. Okay. Depreciation, rent. Okay, there is a rent cost that goes. Okay, so all these go into your cost of making this. Okay, so there's something called as, so you learn this in detail. Okay, you learn what is a direct material, what is a direct labor, you learn what is overhead. Okay, especially in your overhead chapter. I don't want to dive deep into this, but especially in your overhead chapters, equations will become a very integral part of it, and only if you know equations, foundation of the equations properly, you will be able to solve overhead chapter. Okay, so that's the primary reason why. So in costing, equation becomes, I'm just giving you an example. This is where the maximum utilization will be. There are a lot more places where you will implement equations, but this is where your primary implementation will be. Okay, and that is the primary reason why you have this chapter also in your, probably part of your foundation. Okay, yes, go ahead, move on. Done, done. There are only 9 problems. Quick. Anything you want me to do? Work out. 8 DS. So the first sum answer was -1. Second is 20. Third is just multiplication. What is 1 by 3? How do you do that? Do you know this? Basic. Again, these are all extremely fourth, fifth max. Okay. So go back to your foundation. How will you rewrite this? 3 plus 1. Okay. 3. This you multiply and add here. Okay. Which is 4 by 3. This is only probably you would have got this. And then fourth is, which sum are you guys working? Which sum are you working? ஒர்க் பண்ணணுமா? அதில் என்ன ஒர்க் பண்ணுறதுக்கு என்ன இருக்கு? அதில் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறதுக்கு என்ன இருக்கு? என்ன கேட்டிருக்கான்? வாட் இஸ் த கொஸ்டின்? ரீட் அவுட் த கொஸ்டின் லவ். அந்த கொஸ்டின் ஆக்சுவலி வச்சதே தப்பு. கொஸ்டின் தப்பு. கத்திப்படி. கொஸ்டின் கத்திப்படுறா. கத்திப்படிக்கணும்னா எனக்கு கேட்கணும். எனக்கு இன்னும் கேட்கல. ரீட் அவுட் லவுட்னு சொன்னேன். ரீட் அவுட் லவுட். 8 is the solution of the equation. Speak. You have to speak. Again, being an accountant, you will interact with 10 people a day. I get at least 20 calls a day. You have to interact with people. Like it or not, you have to interact with people. Speak out loud. Okay. 8 is the solution of the equation. Okay. What have they given? They have given you literally the answer here. Okay, well, there is nothing. அது இது கொஸ்டினே ஆக்சுவலி தப்பு. அவங்க உள்டாவாக கேட்டிருக்கணும். இது கொடுத்துட்டு 8 ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் 8 ஆப்ஷனாக கொடுத்துருக்கணும். பட் அது கொஸ்டினே தப்பாக இருக்கு. பட் எனிவே never get intimidated. Okay, this is a very space environment. Whether you know or not, you are here to learn. அவ்வளோதான். Fourth is okay, but you guys able to work on fourth? You move on to exercise. I'll give her the, you can use your phone as well, no issues, but I'll give. Fourth, any questions? முடிச்சிட்டியா fourth? என்ன ஆன்சர்? குட். Sixth. ஆன்சர் ப்ரொஜெக்ட் பண்ண, ஐ மீன் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ப்ரொஜெக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன்டா உனக்கு. அவளுக்கு கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ப்ரொஜெக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன்னு சொன்னேன். Sixth over, huh? Correct. Is equal to 48. Equal to the 3x minus 56 minus x by 3 is equal to 40.
Ma'am, sixth one option.
Sixth one, option D, yes. சொல்லுடா. 8th. 8th is option 7th என்ன? வரிசையாவே போடு. 7th ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணமா உனக்கு? Where did you get stuck னு சொல்ல. First step என்ன பண்ண? What will be your first step? உள்ள multiply பண்ணு. p squared minus 3p plus 2p second term. Louder. இதுவும் சொல்லிட்டேன். அப்புறம் minus 4p minus 12 is equal to 2p squared minus 5p. Okay, va? So, what do you have? 3p minus 3p will get cancelled. Okay, va? P squared plus p squared is? Answer sollu. P squared plus 3, p squared is? 2p squared. This side also you have a 2. இல்ல cancel பண்ண முடியாது. இது ரெண்டுமே plus, இதுவும் plus, இதுவும் plus. So, இது ரெண்டும் add பண்ணா 2p squared வரும். இந்த சைடு உனக்கு ஒரு 2p squared இருக்கு. அது ரெண்டும் தான் cancel ஆகும். ஓகேவா? So, what are you left with? இந்த சைடு 7th one? Option ஆமா, A. Correct. So, you're left with 2p minus 4p minus 6 minus 12 is equal to minus 5p. Okay, va? So, bring p's on one side. 2p minus 4p plus 5p is equal to minus 6 minus 12 is minus 18. Correct? On the side pona plus 18. So, this will be 7p minus 4p, 3p. P is equal to 18 divided by 3. Option A. Sorry.
Is your office partner?
D. Ninth one. Tendency. Correct. All done. Super.
Ma'am, can you explain that one?
Next is
Explain that one.
I'm not able to hear you properly. Explain.
Can you explain ninth question around that?
Ninth question. Oh, yes. I'll explain. I'll give you a hint. I want you to work out, okay? So, xy, this is in decimal, right? I don't want this to be in decimal. I want this to be in a whole number. Okay, what is 1 by, use your calculator, what is 1 by 0.5?
Two ma'am.
So this will become 2x. This term will become 2x. Okay. Similarly, do for other terms. So you have 1 by 0.05. So what is 1 by 0.05? There will be a whole number to it. Okay. Similarly, convert all the terms to a whole number and then let me know.
Two x minus 20 plus 200x minus 2000.
Correct. Exactly. That's how you have to do. I'm sure that will be easy and you will be able to solve it just like any other equation.
X is equal to 10 ma'am.
Answer is C. What is C? 10. X is equal to 10, right? Good. Yeah, move on to exercise B.
Okay, ma'am.
மேல போணுமா? ஒன்னோட ஆன்சர். ஒன்னோட ஆன்சர் 27. Second. Okay, second. Third. 12 square centimeter. Yes, right. Yeah, correct. 20, 36. Let me know how many questions you guys have finished. அது வரைக்கும் ஆன்சர் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் இது பண்ணுங்க. Why? The sum of two digits, the sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 10. Correct. So, what is the two-digit number? 10th digitல இருக்கிறது வந்து assume it's x. Unitல இருக்கிறது it's y. So what will be the 10-digit, two-digit number? It will be 10x plus y. Okay, va? So what are they saying? X plus y is equal to 10. Minus 18 is equal to? So it will be x and y will be the same in that case. Okay. So it will be assuming the that reverse number, in the number is y z nu vechukko. Okay va? So 10z plus z is equal to 11z ஆகும், which is nothing but this one. Okay, and then what is y? Y is equal to 10 minus x. So 10x plus 10 minus x minus 18 is equal to 11z. Nine x is equal to 11 plus 8. Okay, va? Since you have two variables and only one equation, go by substitution method. Okay. Nee, substitution method first poidlam. What I am saying is here assume z is equal to 1. Okay, va? Check if this equation is true. Assume z is equal to 2, z is equal to 3, z is equal to 4, 5, z is equal to 6, so on. And check for which whole number. See, this is purely concept I am teaching you. Okay. When you're working in an exam, go by options method. Equations strictly go by options method. It will save a lot of your time. Exam la. Okay, ba? But primarily, when you have two variables and you want to solve two variables, na, you need to have two equations. But here you have only one equation. So I'm going by options, substitution method. So I think 5 nanikren. Z is equal to 5 then the equation true or 9 is equal to, see for example 2 eduthuko. 22 plus 8, 22, 9 is equal to, x is equal to 30 varda. The decimal level, it's not a whole number. So 2 is not an answer. Okay. So next, going by 5, 9x is equal to 9x is equal to 55 plus 8 is x is 7, then y is equal to புரிஞ்சிச்சா இல்லையா எனக்கு இன்னைக்கு நீ ரொம்ப நியூட்ரா ரியாக்ஷன் கொடுக்குற புரிஞ்சிச்சா இல்லையான்னு எனக்கு டவுட்டா இருக்கு அதற்கு போட்டுட்டியா so question is the sum of digits இது வரைக்கும் புரியல இதுல இருந்து புரியலையா எப்படி 11z வந்துச்சுன்னு புரிஞ்சுச்சா இது புரிஞ்சிச்சு இல்ல ஏன்னா அது ரெண்டும் ஈக்குவல்னு சொல்லிடுறாங்க both numbers, both the digits become equal அப்படிங்கறாங்க okay அதனால தான் 11z வருது did you understand 11z properly okay so here I have x is also a variable, z is also a variable okay va since I have two variables I need two equations but நம்ம கிட்ட இருக்கிறது ஒரு ஈக்குவேஷன் தானே இருக்கு சோ நான் என்ன பண்ணேன் z வேல்யூ வந்து சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணி பார்க்கறேன் 1 ஆ இருந்தா ஈக்குவேஷன் என்ன ஆகும் அப்படினு பார்க்கறேன் ஓகேவா 2 ஆ இருந்தா என்ன வரும்னு பார்க்கறேன் இப்ப 2 ஆ இருந்தா என்ன ஆகும் 9x is equal to 22 plus 8 ஆகும் 9x is equal to 30 ஓகேவா 39 டேபிள்ஸ்ல போகுமா போகாது அப்பனா இது ஆன்சர் கிடையாது because I need a whole number ஓகேவா அப்பதான் ஈக்குவேஷன் சால்வ் ஆகும் ஓகே thereby இப்போ for example 3 substitute பண்றேன்னு நினைச்சுக்கோ 9x is equal to 33 plus 8 what is 33 plus 8 41 divided by 9 will this go no அந்த மாதிரி trial and error மெத்தட்ல போறேன் ஓகேவா அப்படி வரும்போது எனக்கு 5 வந்து சால்வ் ஆகுது this equation is getting solved okay and I'm getting x to be 7 ஓகேவா so initially நம்ம என்ன பார்த்தோம் the sum of two digits is 10 ன்னு பார்த்தோம் ஓகேவா so when x is equal to 7 x plus y is equal to 10 ன்னு நம்ம பார்த்திருக்கோம் ஓகேவா x is equal to 7 னா அப்ப y என்ன வரும் 3 ஓகேவா so what is my number is first digit I mean the x is in the tens place அதுதான் நம்ம first assumption tens digitல இருக்கிறது x unitsல இருக்கிறது y ஓகேவா so 10 into 7 plus 3 which is 73
Fifth one option C 48, ma'am.
One option C 48, yes, correct. Questions வேணுமா? exercise கிளாஸ்ல அப்படி போடாத, ஃபுல்லா ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணி பாரு, அப்பதான் உனக்கு கான்செப்ட் தெரியும்.
Ma'am, sixth one,
Sixth one 50-20, yes. A, option A. Seventh one?
80,
Yes, correct. Option D.
ninth one, 20, 15, ma'am. Option A.
Option A, yes. Sorry, ninth one na? ஆமா, A, correct. Paul, Singh and Roy, அதானே?
Yes, ma'am.
ம்
Tenth one option C, right? Ma'am.
Option C, yes, correct. நீ என்ன சம்ல இருக்க? So fifth is C, sixth is A, seventh is D, eighth பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க இல்லையா? எய்த் ஆப்ஷன் இல்லையே, எப்படி பண்ண? ம் எய்த் பண்ணியா வந்துச்சா? ஆப்ஷன்
11th one, 4.
டி தானே? 11th one is
480.
yes, correct, 480.
10th one option C, 93.
C, 12th one option
10th one, 1.
50 A, 12th தானே?
No, ma'am. 10th one option C, ma'am.
12th one ஆ?
10th one.
10th one ஆ? Yeah, 10th one is option C, correct, 93.
I'm currently seeing the 8th one.
Yeah, it'll work.
And the 12th one is starting, ma'am.
12th one is
Start for it.
starting. Yeah, I'll do that. Yes, done. So you wanted me to work on the 8th one, yeah? 8th is 8th easy தானே? Okay. Okay. What is the question? There is a numerator and a denominator. You're talking about a fraction, correct? So the denominator of the fraction exceeds the numerator by 2. Okay, so assuming the numerator is x, okay, then the denominator will be x plus 2. Okay, if 5 be added to the numerator, the fraction increases by unity, which means x plus 5 is equal to this is the base. Are you able to solve? Did you get this base?
I'm sorry from here, ma'am.
You're clear till here?
Yes, ma'am. I can't. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next step is x plus 5 divided by x plus 2 is equal to x plus LCM எடுக்கிறேங்க. x plus 2 divided by x plus 2. These will get cancelled out. I will be remaining with x plus 5 is equal to 2x plus 2. So x is equal to 3. Okay. So your fraction is 3 by 5, which is option D. This is 8th problem. I hope you're clear on this.
Ma'am, can you explain 9th question?
I'll explain, yes. Yes, correct. Are you clear? 8th, are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm working out 9th for Ritika and then I'll get back to 12th. Or if you want me to discuss the starting, see 12th is very simple. What is Ritika? Just hold on for 2 minutes. If a number of which the half is greater than 1/5 of the number by 15, which means if the number is x, okay, half is x by 2 minus x by 5 is equal to 15. This is the starting point for 12th. Solve this and let me know. I will work on 9th. Okay. So what does this say? There are 3 persons, Roy, Paul and Singh. Okay. All put together they have 51 rupees on hand. Okay. Paul has 4 rupees less than Roy. Singh has 5 rupees less than Roy. Okay, va? So let's assume Roy has x rupees. Then what will Paul have? X minus 4. What will Singh have? X minus 5. All put together, how much do they have? X plus x minus 5 plus x plus 5 is equal to 51. So 3x is equal to 51 plus 1. X is equal to 52 by 3. Sorry, this is plus ilya. Sorry, minus ilya. See, these are the places where you will go wrong. This is minus 5. So this will become plus 9. 51 plus 9 is 60. Right? 60. So x is equal to 20. How much do... So this is what Roy holds. How much will Paul hold then? 4 less than 6, which is 16. Singh will hold 5 less than 6, which is 15. So the answer is, which is A. Clear, Ritika?
Ma'am, for first one, I got C, ma'am. Is it correct?
50 is right, da. Correct. Tenth is C 93, 11th is C 480, 12th is 50. All right? Till here, everyone is okay? Okay. So let's pause equations till here. We'll go into simultaneous equations next class. I'll want to discuss some of the questions that Lakshmi had some doubt from the additional question. Okay, va? So today, we are going to did you have a chance to go through additional questions? Yes, no, some, no. Okay. So the questions that she had doubts is 5, 16, 18 and 26. I mean, she has quite a list, but these are the 4 questions that we will discuss today. From additional questions of the first chapter. Okay. I don't have it here for me to project, but I'm sure individually you guys will be having it. Yes? Book irukalla. All okay, guys? Equation so far okay, comfortable? I'm going to chapter 1, additional question. We are going to discuss problem number 5. Okay. How did you start with? Okay, the problem reads as x power 1 by a minus b, this whole thing 1 by ac, okay, into x power 1 by c, b minus c, the whole thing 1 by b into x power this whole by. How did you start? How do you approach such a question? You try to multiply. Like, tell me. So x power this, okay, into x power into x by. So what rule are we looking at here? X power m is equal to okay. So this going by the term that we have in the numbers, okay, I mean power, okay. How else can you rewrite this? See, I need everything has to have the same method. Okay, well here I have a minus b, okay, but whereas here I have b minus a. Okay, வா இங்க வந்து a minus c இருக்கு, இங்க c minus a இருக்கு. LCM இல்ல, ஒரு நிமிஷம் வரேன். இங்க வந்து b minus c இருக்கு, இங்க வந்து c minus b இருக்கு. Okay, I want everything to have the same இது. I want a minus b everywhere, a minus c everywhere and b minus c everywhere. How can I achieve that? So minus ஆல multiply பண்ணோம். So which means my power will be c minus a okay minus how can I rewrite this? A minus b minus b minus c. I'm just taking one minus sign. If I minus in the minus sign வெளில எடுத்துட்டேன்னா இந்த term வந்து c minus a ஆயிடும். Anything, but here again you have here c minus b plus, okay va, but rather make everything as minus, it will be easier, okay va. So now I have common digit c minus a, c minus a minus b, a minus b, b minus c, b minus c. Now take LCM. How will you take LCM? Correct. So what will be my first term? B minus C plus minus common avella vechira.
B minus C plus C minus A
Plus
A minus B. B minus B into B minus C into C minus A. It will get it.
Everything will get cancelled out. So this term will render to 0. This term will render to 0. This is all power of x. Okay, va? So x power 0 is equal to 1. புரிஞ்சுச்சா? There might be few questions which you don't understand in between. So I'm just answering Sri Lakshmi's here. Okay, va? As and when you work out, you have a you have a doubt, you get back to me. That questions I will work. Okay. So next question she had a doubt is 16th. Clear on 5? 5 is okay? Are you guys on the same page where what am I working? Ella questions irka? Sixteen reads as x power b power minus 1 How will you start? Minus 3 cube.
X to the power minus 1, the bottom line is the power B, extra writing B to the power minus 1.
Okay, so this is the whole equation. The minus x cube and the clear illa. Okay, so the whole equation reads as this. So how will I rewrite this? AC into BA minus 3 cube. Okay? So far, இது என்ன rule? மைனஸ்ல இருக்கு இல்லையா, அதை வந்து கீழே எடுத்துட்டு வரும். அவ்வளவுதான், ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். அப்ப when you have a power x into a power y into a power z is equal to a power. ஓகேவா, இந்த ரூல் படிச்சோம் ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? Going by that rule, what will happen? X power by BC plus by AC plus, okay, just the power term மட்டுக்கு எடுத்து எழுதுறேன். So, what will be my LCM? ABC will be my LCM. அது அப்படியே இருக்கட்டும். இதை முதல்ல சால்வ் பண்ணலாம். இது எப்படி சால்வ் பண்ணுவேன்? a cube a plus b plus c the whole cube formula reverse பண்ணணும். ஓகேவா? which means what will I get? Minus ab minus bc minus ca. இது வரைக்கும் ஓகேவா? yeah. இல்ல இது வரைக்கும், but you understood? So what have they given? The question is, they've given you an equation and they've asked that will reduce to 0 if ABC is given, A plus B plus C is given by, is what they are asking. So they are asking you to find what? A plus B plus C is what they are asking you to find if the equation, the whole equation becomes 0. Okay, wow. So you'll have to do a little back work on this. So assume A plus B plus C is 0. Okay, then what will my equation be? The whole thing I wrote like this is to become, to bring A plus B plus C. ஏன்னா questionல தான் இருக்கு. ஓகேவா? Minus is equal to 0 into this term, which is 0. Okay, so A cube plus B cube plus 3 cube is equal to 3ABC. Okay, so going back to this is 1 minute. Okay, substitute A cube plus B cube plus C cube in 1. அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும்? By ABC. Okay, so 3 ஆயிடும். Okay, this is 2 னு வச்சுக்கோ. This is your primary equation A. Okay, so இந்த A ஓட பவரை தான் இப்படி ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணிட்டே வந்தோம். So A ஓட பவர் என்ன? 3. Okay, what is my primary equation? Room number 1 வச்சுக்கோ. Substitute this in 1 அப்படின்னா x cube minus x cube is equal to 0. Obviously அப்போ is equal to 0. ஏன்னா அது substitute பண்ணி தானே இந்த ஆன்சர் வந்துச்சு. ப்ராப்ளம் இதுலேருந்து இப்போ என்ன ஆப்ஷன்ஸ்லேருந்து எடுத்தது தான். I can also assume it to be 1. Okay, but if I assume it to be 1, உனக்கு இந்த ஈக்குவேஷன் பார்த்தாலே தெரியுமே சால்வ் பண்ண வராது. ஈக்குவேஷன் உனக்கு எப்படி சால்வ் பண்ணுவேன்? 0 போட்டால் தான் உனக்கு சால்வ் பண்ணணும். ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் மெத்தட் தான். Next, problem number 18. X power c plus minus x power a. So this whole thing, this equation will be equal to 1 if ABC is given by, is what they are asking. Okay, so my this ABC இருக்கு இல்லையா, இதெல்லாம் வந்துட்டு a plus b plus c is equal to ஒரு term. அது என்னவா இருந்தா இந்த whole equation is equal to 1 is what they are asking. This is the question. Okay, again assume a plus b plus c is equal to 0. So a plus c is equal to minus b. Okay வா, இப்போ first term மட்டும் நான் எடுக்கிறேன். First term என்ன? 1 by power b plus x to the power minus c plus 1 into x power minus b, x power minus b பண்ணு. இல்ல, x power minus b divided by 1 plus minus which will become this is term 1. Similarly, term 2 என்னவா rewrite பண்ணலாம்? Idea is, again, எல்லாமே உனக்கு 1 ஆகணும். The whole thing should be equal to 1. Okay வா? அப்போ எப்போ 1 ஆகும்? When the numerator and the denominator are same. Okay வா? அதனால தான் ஏன் on random I can say multiply with my x power minus b. How will you know? Okay வா? அதுக்கு தான் logic படி போறோம். What do I want? I want the numerator and denominator to be same. How can I make that same? By multiplying some elements to it. Okay வா? So இப்போ வந்து நான் first term இப்படி எடுத்துட்டு வந்துட்டேன். Okay வா? My second term, what is my second term? இப்போ இருக்கிற second term என்ன? Plus 1. Okay வா? இதை எனக்கு எப்படி எடுத்துட்டு வரணும்னா, இந்த மாதிரி மாடல்னா எடுத்துட்டு வரணும். எப்படி எடுத்துட்டு வருவேன்? ஏன்னா என்னோட டினாமினேட்டர் இதுதான். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டேர்ம் நான் இப்படி மாற்றி வச்சிருக்கேன். ஓகேவா? செகண்ட் டேர்மோட டினாமினேட்டர் இதே தான் எனக்கு வேணும். ஓகேவா? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டேர்மோட நியூமரேட்டர் இஸ் திஸ். ஓகே, செகண்ட் டேர்மோட நியூமரேட்டர் எனக்கு இது வரணும். பிளஸ் ஏ வரல, எனக்கு பிளஸ் ஏ தானே மேலே இருக்கு. ஏன்னா இங்க எனக்கு கீழே என்ன இருக்கு? இங்க மைனஸ் பி இருக்கிறதுனால மைனஸ் பியால மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணேன் நான். இங்க வந்து பிளஸ் ஏல மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணோம் நான். எக்ஸ் பார் ஏ இந்த ஈக்குவேஷனை இன்டூ எக்ஸ் பவர் ஏ இன்டூ எக்ஸ் பவர் ஏவா எடுத்துட்டு வரணும். என்னாச்சு? x bar see
First term
first term என்ன வரும்? இதுதானே first term. Second term minus ஏ வராதே. All minus b divided by x bar minus b plus b minus b வருமா? Plus minus c minus b. ஓகேவா? minus c minus b னா என்ன வரும்? அப்போ வெறும் a தானே. a is equal to minus b minus c. டைரக்டாவே அதுதான் இருக்கு. நமக்கு என்ன இருக்கோ அதுதான். நம்ம டினாமினேட்டர் கரெக்டா இருக்கு. ஓகே, நியூமரேட்டர் 1 தானே இருக்கு. அதுதான் நமக்கு வேணும். நமக்கு என்ன வேணும்? எக்ஸ் பாரே இங்க இருக்கு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டேர்ம்ல எக்ஸ் பார் மைனஸ் ஏ வந்துருச்சு. 1 தான் பெண்டிங். அது டைரக்டாவே இருக்கு. ஸோ ஆடிங் ஆல் த டேர்ம்ஸ் டுகெதர் வாட் வில் ஐ கெட்? Divided by cancel out becomes 1. My first equation is true. This is true assuming what? Then my first assumption. Appo 0 is the answer. We'll discuss. Every now I'll have to solve for this guys. 26 problem ஒரு தடவை பாருங்க. What is 26? They're just asking you to simplify. Okay, va? X bar divided by x power a by a plus b. This whole term is divided by x bar b minus a divided by x bar b divided by b plus a. This whole thing is raised to the power of a plus b. ஒரு term வரலாமா? First term how will you write the first term? First term ங்கிறது, do you mean this or this? numerator and denominator put together. Okay, what will I get? I have this. This can be rewritten as x to the power okay va LCM a square plus okay va first term. Similarly second term என்ன வரும்? அதே set of இது தானே இருக்கு, variables தானே இருக்கு. Okay, so you can directly write it as அவ்வளவுதான். ஓகேவா? திருப்பி லாங் ரவுண்ட் மெத்தட் பண்ணுங்கிற அவசியமே கிடையாது. What you have? b squared minus a squared, correct. ஓகேவா? ஏன்னா இங்க எல்லாமே b minus a, b plus a இருக்கு. So b squared minus 2ab அவ்வளவுதான். ஓகேவா? So what did I initially have? This is 1, this is 2. 1 divided by 2 is what I have. So how can I write this? Minus, correct?
Yes, sir.
How can I again rewrite this?
Yes, sir.
Minus a well எடுத்துட்டா which is nothing but 4ab by correct? What did I primarily have? This whole thing raised to the power of what is this? Into so this and this will get cancelled. And have x to the power 4ab divided by a minus b, and hence the answer is none of the above, D. Cool so far. Next problems 4 I think you asked some 16 problems கேட்டேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். 4 போலாம். Next class சரி okay done. So far good. Any equation problem அந்த C solve பண்ணமா equationல exercise C? exercise C இல்லையா? சும்மா அப்படியே run through பண்ணிடலாம். How will you do? So இங்கே வந்துட்டு now we are starting with, I'm going back to equations since we have some more time, okay? So here we are starting with linear equation with 2 variables. Okay. So the first problem is 3x plus 4y is equal to 7 minus y is equal to 3. I'll have to solve this. There are 2 methods to solve this. Okay. One is very simple. I'll have to bring this y as 4y. So what will I do? Multiply the whole thing by 4. So what will I have? 16x minus 4y is equal to 12. Adding the equations, I will get y is equal to, I can substitute here, yeah. So 4 minus y is equal to 4 minus y is equal to 3 minus 3 minus 4, y is equal to y is equal to 1. This is one way of solving it. Okay. Guys, are you with me? Yeah. Another way of solving this is, what did I have? 4x minus is equal to 3, correct? Take y on that side and 3 on this side. I'll get this. Okay. Substitute this in the first equation. What will I get? 3x plus 4 into, instead of y, I am substituting this value, is equal to 7.
3x plus 16x minus 12 is equal to 7. 19x is equal to.
I'll get the same answer whichever method I do. The second method is called, first method is called, okay va? So going by that, 2 is also something very similar. What did I have in 2? This is first equation. Second equation is, how can I, the equation உங்களுக்கு இல்ல டக்குன்னு பார்த்தா, how will I do that? I will rewrite it.
Is equal to 6. 3x plus 8 minus 6.
ரெண்டு ஈக்குவேஷன் கிடைச்சிருச்சு உங்களுக்கு. ஸோ இப்போ இதை வந்து அந்த சம்மில் நம்ம ஏன் ஆட் பண்ணோம்னா ப்ளஸ் y மைனஸ் y இருந்துச்சு. இந்த சம்மில் உங்களுக்கு என்ன, ரெண்டுமே. ஸோ சப்ராக்ட் பண்ணி இந்த ஈக்குவேஷன்லேருந்து அந்த ஈக்குவேஷன் சப்ராக்ட் பண்ணால் என்ன வரும்? 3x மைனஸ் எக்ஸ் 2x, 2y மைனஸ் 2y, 6 minus 8 minus 2, x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to, இந்த equation substitute பண்ணேன்னா minus 1 plus 2y is equal to 8, 2y is equal to 2y is equal to y is equal to 9 by 2 வந்துச்சா? 2 3 தானே வரணும். இல்லை, இங்கே எனக்கு -1 வருது, இதுவே தப்பு. 6 into 2 12, correct, sorry. So thereby this will become 4, correct? So x is 2 பண்ணேன்னா ஓகேவா? Third again, instead of having, see, second la வந்து 2 and 3 you have, அதுக்கு பதிலா thirdly you have p and q. Okay, that this is constants denoted by p and q. Work பண்றீங்களா? You wanted 5, yeah? என்ன டவுட் இல்லை உனக்கு? சிம்பிள் தானே. சரி, ஓகே, லெட்ஸ் சி என்ன வரும். ம் ஆ ம் ப்ளஸ் 3x5 வந்ததா? அது வந்துச்சா? ஸோ இங்கே வந்து இல்லை, மல்டிப்ளை பை 10. So if I multiply by 10, 40 minus 50 is equal to 10x எல்லாம் ஒரு சைடாக எடுத்துட்டு வந்து மைனஸ் 50x so 30 minus is equal to 60. ஆக்சுவலி இதில் அது சப்ஸ்டியூட் பண்ணிடலாம்ல. 3x5 என்ன? 30y is equal to plus 10x minus 10y, கரெக்டா? 10y minus x. ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த அந்த சைட் போனால் 20y is equal to 50x. So x by y will be in the ratio of illa 20, which is x by y is equal to எதுடா? ஒரே நிமிஷம். தேர்ட் வந்து ஆப்ஷன் ஏ கரெக்ட். ஃபிஃப்த் வந்து ஆப்ஷன் டி நம்ம சால்வ் பண்ணது கரெக்ட். ம் 5,2. Next, fourth one, first என்ன ஆப்ஷன் வந்துச்சு? பி. ஓகே, ஏவா? ஏ தானே? ஃபோர்த்து ஏ, ஃபிஃப்த் எல்லாமே டைரக்டா ஆப்ஷன் மெத்தட் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். everything, all these problems can be solved by option method. But அது நீ கிளாஸ்ல இருக்கும்போது work and see அவ்வளவுதான். இது என்ன வந்து 6 ஏ ஏதானே உனக்கு வந்துச்சு? பண்ணு. A. எப்படி சால்வ் பண்ண? எப்படி சால்வ் பண்ண? எலிமினேஷன் மெத்தடா, சப்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் மெத்தடா? A 6 and 7 substitution method is better. ஏன்னா உங்களுக்கு ஈக்குவேஷன் வந்து 0 ஆகுது பாரு இங்கே. அதே தான் இங்கேயும் வந்திருக்கும் உனக்கு. At some point, because there is x and y on both terms, நீங்க இது பண்ணும்போது 3 8y 2x is equal to 8y இல்லையா? So x is equal to 4y. கரெக்டா? ஸோ இதை அப்படியே அந்த ஈக்குவேஷனில் சப்ஸ்டியூட் பண்ணால் இல் கெட் சால்வ்டு. இங்கேயுமே வந்துட்டு x is equal to 3y. அதை இங்கே சப்ஸ்டியூட் பண்ணால் you will get the answer. So whenever you have such an equation, இந்த மாதிரி x is equal to எடுத்துட்டு போக முடியுமா இருந்தா, when it will be na is equal to 0 அந்த சைடு இருந்தா, ஓகேவா? அப்படி இருந்தா go by substitution method, will be much easier. இது வந்துட்டு சப்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் மெத்தட்ல போறது கஷ்டம். புரியுதா? Again 9 try to go by substitution method because in the term irukku illaya. So what do you have? 2.5 x plus 1 is equal to 7 divided by 2.5 will give you 2.8. okay va? X is equal to 2 minus 1. Substitute this here and find out. Decimal la irukradnaala substitution method better nu solren. Because if you see இங்க உனக்கு 2.4y வரும், இங்க வந்துட்டு 7y தான் இருக்கு. So it will become very clumsy for you to multiply in points. அதுக்கு பதிலா இந்த ஒரு டேர்ம் எடுத்துட்டு வந்துட்டு அந்த டேர்ம்ல இருந்து மல்டிப்ளை பண்றது ஈஸியரா இருக்கும். அதுவும் பண்ணலாம். பட் அகைன் தட் இஸ் ஸ்ட்ரெனவஸ்ல இதை எடுத்துட்டு வந்துட்டீங்கன்னா அப்புறம் what do you have? அதுக்கப்புறம் இருக்கிற சிம்பிள்ல உனக்கு 1.5x what's the 1.5x plus 2.4y is equal to 3.6 1.8 x is equal to what did we find? 2.8y minus 1. So y minus 1 into 1.5 plus 2.4 is equal to 1.8, which is nothing but 4.2y minus 1.5 plus add தான பண்ணோம். is equal to y is equal to 0.5, which is 1/2. So again இதில் வந்துட்டு ஃபுல்லாக நீங்கள் வந்து எக்ஸ் அண்ட் ஒய் எல்லாம் கண்டுபிடிக்கணுங்கிறது உங்களோட எய்ம் கிடையாது. என்ன ஆப்ஷனுங்கிறது தான் மட்டும்தான். இப்போ உனக்கு ஒய் 1.2ன்னு தெரிஞ்சிருச்சுல, ஐ மீன் 1/2ன்னு தெரிஞ்சிருச்சுல, 1/2 எது இருக்கோ அதான் ஆன்சர், அவ்வளோதான். நீ எக்ஸ் போய் கண்டுபிடிக்கணுங்கிற அவசியமே கிடையாது. ஏதாவது ஒரு டேர்ம் கண்டுபிடி. இப்போ இஃப் யூ ஹேவ் 1/2 in all the options, then it's a trouble. புரிஞ்சா? அண்ட் எப்போதுமே எக்ஸ் கமா ஒய் தான். ஸோ இங்கே 1/2 இங்கே இருக்கிறதுனால ஆப்வியஸ்லி ஆப்ஷன் சியா அது கன்வெர்ட் ஆகிடும். ஓ 9th கொஸ்டின் போட்டுருந்தோமா, சாரி, அப்போ பி ஆப்ஷன். சாரி. அப்படின்னா in this case you should not get confused with this A and C. ஏன்னா இது ரெண்டுமே x is equal to 1.2ல இருக்கு. Got it? Okay, va. Very cool. So I'll see you next class. You will be online, correct? Recording, okay, done. You let me know if you have any questions. Okay, well, you let me know if you want me to schedule a weekend class as well. Since you're going for September attempt, I'll give you that priority. நீ வந்துட்டு be on time. ஏன்னா அந்த ஆடியன்ஸே இல்லாமல் கிளாஸ் என்னால் எடுக்க முடியாது. Done. Okay, I'll see you guys then. We'll catch up, yes. நான் உனக்கு சொல்கிறேன், எனக்கு இல்லைனாலுமே ஈவினிங்ஸ் ஏதாவது உனக்கு காலேஜ் என்ன டைம்? ஈவினிங்ஸ் ஏதாவது டைம்